Hey, it's a real American Brian, and I got a box fresh back from PGX full of G.I. Joe modern keys. So let's open it up, see how I did on the grades, and talk about these and why they're key issues.
Yo, Joe, talking comics. Here's your host. It's a real American Brian.
Alright, so I actually sent these to PGX a week before the hurricane came through, so horrible timing. But there's a lot more important things to worry about than comic books during a hurricane, obviously. I think they were shut down for 3 days. I got these books back. They only do PGX East, so they only do the Express. I think they were like 3 days behind, which is crazy. I was more than willing to wait several weeks or a month behind until I got caught up. But it's just another testament to Rob and his amazing customer service that was such a priority to him to get the books out, even during a horribly difficult time for him. And as I mentioned in my comparison video with the pre-screening, I did do pre-screening on these books. Not all of them. Again, he was very open with, this was one that he said didn't need to be cleaned and pressed at all. And it came back as a 9.8. Without a cleaner press. This is a beautiful Snake Eyes Dead Game #2 cover. It's a virgin cover, obviously, with the John Ging art of Storm Shadow. And it was a Eastside Comics cover. So yeah, so that was super awesome. And that was one that he said didn't need to be cleaned and pressed. So I had the pre-screening for cleaning and pressing, and he let me know that that was not one. Actually, I'm going to save that book for last. It's my favorite of the group. What else do we have here? But we have several. Another Storm Shadow cover. This is a reprint of G.I. Joe issue number 21. And it came back as a 9.8. This one was pressed and cleaned and came back as a 9.8. So this is the Scorpion Comics exclusive reprint with the Del Auto cover, which is super awesome. Nice set of books to add to my Storm Shadow collection there. And another reprint of issue 21. I think I showed this in my prepping to ship out. This is a convention exclusive, the Flower City Comic Con, and they did mirrored covers of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow on this, and it came back as a 9.8, and it looks amazing. And nice classic cover reprinted on the back there. Super cool. So lots of stuff to add to the Storm Shadow collection already. And then we have G.I. Joe Special Helix #1. This is first appearance of Helix, but I think I have the EA cover that was given out at a con advertising the video game. And I think it may technically be the first appearance. I'm still kind of researching on which came first as far as dates. The sites that I've seen have them listed as the same month, so it's a little hard. But this is a book that that Rob mentioned could use a press and clean, but then after it was pressed and graded, he actually didn't charge me for it because it didn't improve the grade at all. It came back as a 9.2, and I'm not super surprised. I know the paper was on the cover was a thicker paper, so I'm not surprised that the press wasn't as effective in bumping it up. Not sure where the defects are that we're looking at, but that's a beautiful book. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I may have to ask for some grader notes on that one, but it will look great on my wall anyway. So got first appearance of Helix there. It's super awesome. And then the last book was my favorite of the batch. This one was picked for the clean and press. It's G.I. Joe issue 226. So this is the first appearance of Don Marino. And I got the subcover with the cool Cobra Commander action figure artwork here. So it's kind of has, you know, multiple reasons for it to be desirable, being the first appearance of Don, and then who went on to become such a big character the rest of the story arc up to issue 300. And then also just having a super cool Cobra Commander cover. I think there's some potential there for this. And it was pressed and clean and came back as a 9.8. And I could not be happier. This is one of my favorite books. I was hunting it for a long time and, you know, wasn't really willing to pull the trigger, and finally did, and I'm really happy that I did, especially now that it came back as a 9.8. But it was a beautiful copy of the book, and it's the cover I wanted for that book for my collection. So we have the first appearance of Dawn, first appearance of Helix in this bunch, and then a bunch of cool Con and variant Storm Shadow covers. And that is my PGX haul. Again, if you hadn't seen my video comparing all the different companies and why I chose PGX as my favorite, you know, Rob is phenomenal with his customer service, and that goes a long way into making me happy. And yeah, none of these have any problems with any of the cases. They all came back great. I'm super thrilled to have them. And that is a PGX haul. That's all I had in that box. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will be doing more. I have, I think the next graded books I will get back will be the EGS books and the new cases. So look forward to that one. It'll be coming soon. Thanks.
That was a real American Brian. And now you know, because knowing is half the Brian.